one thing you have to understand when people like can't really wrap their mind around these big price points, companies like these have so much money. It's like crazy to them. They don't even notice like 8K gone.
Hey guys, I just hopped off a Zoom call with one of our students, Reze. This guy's just been killing it, and I want you guys to kind of watch this video, see how he got started as an AI business consultant, and how he was able to secure an $8,000 deal with an IT company. And for you guys that have like a hard time wrapping your head around why businesses would pay such an amount for a service, this video is going to show you exactly how he did it, how he proved to them that his service was worth $8,000. And you're going to be able to see all of this on the call. So let's just dive straight into it. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a coat right now, it's getting chilly in Canada, and I'm about to head home from the office. So let's just dive right into it, and you're going to be able to see how he did it.
Okay. So basically, we got two clients right now, and I guess the more important one is a German IT company called Zeppelin, which we are online right now. And basically, what they are doing is they are hiring people for their IT services and then uh, bringing them to, I guess, I don't know the English word, like they hire me, for example, as a developer, and then they give me a job at like to do an IT thing for a different company. So they are basically just a middleman. So for them, it's really important to hire high quality people, and we recognize that, and we made them a creative bot solution to better this process. So basically, one issue that they had, one pain point was that they had a lot of very bad like job applications coming in from guys who, for example, didn't even speak German, which is like a thing that they only take like people who speak German fluently in their company. And it was basically a huge time thing for some of their employees who basically had to read all of these resumes because it's really important that they take on a lot of people because the more people they have, the more jobs they can take and the more money they make. So we recognized this and we made them a bot that basically helps lay off time on this application process by installing a bot that firstly, when you come on the website, asks you if you want to apply for a job. And then it kind of figures out what job fits best for you. So it can ask you questions like, oh, what is your IT level? Are you a junior or a senior? And stuff like this. And then it basically pops out like, okay, this is like the right job for your qualifications. You can it gives you a description of the job. You can ask it any question about the job. You can ask it, oh, what is my salary? How many days do I get off? Is it all remote? All this stuff. Also questions about the company. We'll all put that in the knowledge base. And then basically, I guess the larger part was they gave us criteria on which their potential employees are judged, and we put that into the knowledge base in this time BotPress. We're going to switch to VoiceFlow, but BotPress for now. And basically, the bot then asks them to either fill out the formula on the website or send in their resume inside the bot, and the bot reads through the resume and basically gives them a feedback based on the criteria we provided. So, for example, if they don't have German speaking skills, they're told like, "Oh, we're really sorry, but we only take, for example, people who only speak German." And this way, they're able to basically get waste
Speed up
less
their
time
process. Yeah.
on bad
Right.
applications. And also the company looks cooler, I guess, just for the benefit of integrating something new like AI technology into their
Yeah,
business, which is
especially an IT company, right?
exactly, yeah. It's they also said it's like good for their brand to have something like that as well. And one thing that's also really amazing about this deal, because they are a tech company and they work with other people who need tech supply, they actually came to us and said like, oh, we can also like recommend you to our clients as like an upsell.
Yeah.
So for example, they go to the client, do their IT thing, and then they are like, oh, they do this with other things as well. But one of them would be like, oh, are you also interested in powering your business with an AI chatbot?
Very
And
good. So you
then
became like a consultant for them, right? That's what it all
yeah,
means, becoming an AI business consultant.
yeah, that's basically the thing. And one thing I also kind of realized in the last couple of days is I thought for a long time what the bot does itself is my service, but what's actually your service as an AI consultant is basically the installment and the building and the process to that point itself, basically giving them advice and kind of bringing them through that, where, because that's really where your expertise lands.
Exactly. Yeah. So how much did you sell it for?
It's basically uh, it's it's complicated, the like insides of the deal, but it's basically $8,000 for the
Easy.
next year. And then,
Okay.
but for the year afterwards, it's going to be 6,000. But they're still working that out because obviously afterwards, like after I installed the bot, I'm not really doing that much work anymore. So that's first of all why it's going down. So we did do like an installment fee thing, but maybe the 6,000 there, maybe they're not going to do that because like we transferred the account to them. Which
So you sold it for $8,000 and you kind of want to maintain the relationship with them. What you can do is
exactly.
set up a monthly maintenance fee. So
Yeah.
let's say $500, 500 euros a month, just for you to maintain the bot, make sure that everything works. If they want to improve something, they can always ask you.
Yeah, I actually thought about that, and I guess that's something that would be good because it's kind of like passive income as well. But I think a little bit of an issue that is that like they kind of realize because they are paying for the messages that the bot sends directly, so they put their credit card into like the BotPress account. I'm
Mhm.
not doing that much now anymore. I did the installment, I built the bot, but now it's kind of more like WordPress type of business. So I think they're a little hesitant to give like an extra monthly retainer. So I think what I'm going to do is like charge for updating things like the database, like updating the knowledge base, and if they want any extras or fixing bugs, or for example, Zapier integration to actually set up the job meetings if the
Yeah.
bot deems them to be good. That would be something
So
that would be a good upsell.
that would be a bigger upsell, exactly, a bigger package that you could offer them for
And,
sure.
and like
Exactly.
you said, you're getting paid for your expertise every month, so you can have that as a separate package.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
No,
how did
yeah.
you explain to them like that price point, $8,000? Because there's a lot of people um thinking, why don't they just go and hire someone on Fiverr? So some people have difficulty wrapping their mind around this. How did you explain to them that it's worth $8,000?
Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting because going into it, we thought we're going to like do it for free to build our reputation, but we already had one client where we just kind of built our reputation with, and they also ended up paying us like 100 euro, which is like not that crazy amount, but it's nice because they were just like, oh, we really like what you did. And so that definitely like gave me extra confidence coming into that pitch, and it also helped that like I didn't do it alone. But I guess what really set it off is that like they understand like how important this is, and also kind of how important the connection is, because one thing I really like in kind of these sales calls is I guess it's just like a little hack, but for me it helps a lot, is presuming already, like talking about the future and all the future benefits it's going to have, and in that kind of presuming the present. So kind of selling myself to them as a AI business consultant, and kind of the future and all the other things I could be adding to the business with the AI knowledge. And that kind of, but this first thing basically as the building block that starts off this relation with them, you know. And I think they really like that, and with the expertise. And also one thing you have to understand, when people like can't really wrap their mind around these big price points, companies like these have so much money, it's like crazy to them. They don't even notice like 8K gone, but they
Yeah,
notice like the workload that's gone on one of their most qualified members, because they need qualified people to basically judge how good an application is, right? Because that's what their whole business is based on. So first of all, it's um, you can promise them more. Second of all is that they understand, oh, like this is a core part of our business. Without like getting new applications, our business doesn't work. And third of all is just like recognizing how they don't really care about the money, they care about the value it brings.
exactly. So what you did is basically selling them the outcome, right?
Yeah,
You're telling them, okay, this
telling them the
is
need.
integral for your growth of your business. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make your growth a lot better, right? We're gonna make it a
Yeah.
lot easier. You're gonna save a lot more time, and then they didn't have a problem paying you $8,000.
Yeah, so they basically presume that this will kind of make them more money than they're paying over the long term, or add more benefit, like not real money, but like value and equal to the money they're paying. And like I said, for them, if they can see, for example, just like the improvement of the brand is worth a lot in these kind of industries, especially with them who are like just like working over recommendations and networking themselves, right? So it's really important for them to have a good brand, and I recognized that pretty early on. So it's also kind of just selling them on the idea that they need AI in their business. So AI definitely still has that wow factor, which is a huge benefit.
Is this your first or your second client?
Second, the
Second, okay,
first
so
one I
like
did for free.
for free, okay. And
Yeah,
and like how did you get started in all of this? Like becoming an AI business consultant?
yeah. So basically, just like I guess my first venture started when I was like 15, and I tried like drop shipping and all this stuff. Like I guess everybody did, but then like when I was like a couple months ago, I was actually like trying to do an SMMA with my best friend, and then I actually stumbled on your reel from you, Jay, where you were like kind of talking to AI, like about AI and how it's like a big and growing industry, and I was really inspired by that. And my dad also kind of does something like that with doing AI for like self-driving cars, um, uh, and basically I just talked to him about it, and previously he was also always kind of, when I talked about my business ideas, he was kind of like turned off. He was like, "Oh, this is all like this internet scam
Yeah.
shit," and with
Okay.
that he was actually like, "Oh yeah, you're doing something real finally," basically. And so I that kind of also, I guess, gave me trust in that. I joined your Discord server. I checked out the SMAs, and I also had like, I guess, pretty good knowledge about like marketing and sales previously from the first business I did, and I think that kind of carried over to help me get those first clients.
So how'd you do the outreach with the clients? And by the way, like you're insanely smart guy for your age. Like for people that don't know you, like you're 16, right?
Yeah, I'm 16. I
Yeah,
turned 16 2 months ago.
that's crazy, bro. Because we also had a guy DM me on Instagram. He's 14 years old and he got
Mm,
a 2K client.
that's awesome.
How crazy is that?
That's really crazy, and I'll tell you what. Like sometimes, of course, you can like limit yourself and see it as a disadvantage. I see a lot of guys saying like, "Oh, yeah, I'd love to do business, but I'm only 15, so ha ha ha, I can't do anything." But I guess even like those little things you have to take as an advantage. For example, with me, it's like I think it's really cool that I'm already young and doing something, and that I actually like can do something and know some stuff. So you can also like use that as an advantage, that they see you as an investment, the people because you're not only selling your product, you're also selling yourself in a way, right?